Hey, so it's Jeff Pulver, and trying to answer a question which could take forever to answer, which is sort of the effects of the real-time internet on business, specifically social media and you. There's in the last 3 years, something's changed dramatically in corporate America, and actually every corporation worldwide. It's actually this systemic change, which is the fact that a back channel now exists, and that whether you like it or not, the next person you hire might be the chief listening officer for your company. If your company is big enough to have a chief marketing officer, you better think about staffing and creating the chief listening officer's department, because these days your competition is talking about you, your customers are reaching out to you, and new opportunities are presented to you through this real-time web. There's a voice that happens which you can't ignore anymore, and those companies that are listening to what's being said about themselves, about their competition, about things that people want to see from them and don't see from them, that's all real stuff. And whether you're a publicly traded company or privately held, there's a lot of information that's waiting for you to take advantage of. And if you simply are an ostrich and keeping your head in the sand, you're missing an amazing opportunity. On the other hand, business has changed forever. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, your business has changed. And if you're not engaging in the conversation, you're missing out. And so as far as what the effects are, let's just say everything. That if you grew up in a world where you thought that you had a certain way to follow procedures to make certain things happen, those rules of engagement have all changed. And everyone who works for your company, they're an agent of your company. And while your company may have a policy for how to use social media internally, understand that the same company may have had a policy about email 15 years ago. Because anyone with an email address arguably is an agent of the company. Anyone on social media who works for the company is also an agent of the company. If you're worried about branding, if you're worrying about message and stuff, good luck, because the cat's out of the bag. And the companies that are most successful are the ones who actually embrace this openly and are able to bring it home and actually able to engage their customers and use this as a channel to facilitate change. And while traditional business might tell you that you need to look for an ROI, where I stood for investment, in the world of social media, you have to look at two other eyes. One is going to be innovation, and the other one's going to be inspiration. And that companies will discover in this new world that you get much better results marketing toward love than marketing toward fear. And that behind most tweets, it's still a human being. And the companies who could allow themselves to be a little bit vulnerable, to actually attach themselves with their customers and have human experiences with them, interacting in a meaningful way, win. So at the end of the day, what we're talking about, it's rediscovery of humanity, it's a rediscovery of your own humility, and it's a willingness for you to be there, to listen to, engage, and talk to your customers. And if you're going to use Twitter, don't use it simply as a broadcast medium. Be there to interact. Listen, connect, share, and engage. If you say those words in the right order, you win. If you ignore it, well, you shouldn't be talking.